And happy Monday. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I put my paper in landscape and I'm wetting it down. We're going to do a watercolor we're going to do a little bit mixed media. And I'm putting some blue in because we're going to make an ocean here. And all we're doing is just taking our paint. Now, as I've said before, if you don't have paints or you want to do crayons, that's fine. It's up to you. I'm just giving you some different options here. And remember, more pigment makes it darker, more water makes it lighter. You mix some different colors. You can see that's what we're doing here. Putting in some little bit different blues and blending. Okay, now while it's wet, make sure you sprinkle on the salt. And it'll give it a really nice look. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to make our sharks out of scrap paper. So I'm going to look around the house and see what I can gather. You can look for some scrap paper too, but make sure it's okay with your family before you use it. You'll need to pause the video and I'll meet you back here when you have your scrap paper. Did you find any nice pieces of scrap paper? This is what I was able to find. So what we're going to do on our scrap paper is we're going to draw a shark. I've given the directions on Google Classroom, and what you're going to do is you're going to look at the sharks. Then I gave some different examples of sharks, and you're going to draw your shark. So we're going to make our shark right now, and just use whatever shark you want. There's no specific shark we have to make. We're just making. If you want to make the one I'm making, that's perfect. You can see I'm just using scrap paper here. Okay. Now we're going to outline it with a crayon when we're done with the teeth. Alrighty, now we're going to paint it. All right, now we're going to let him dry. We're going to make our next shark in pencil. And you can see I'm just using a pencil to color it in. Next, we're going to do our third shark in crayon. As you can see, I'm painting my paper towel with watercolors to use for the background scenery. You can use different colors, and then when we're done, we're going to cut them out. Okay, I'm going to wipe off the salt now, and you can see the effect that it gives a nice oceany look. Okay, now I have this piece of brown paper, and it kind of looks kind of like a rock formation, so I'm going to use that in my picture. If you didn't have, the brown paper, you could, if any paper you have, you could, color it brown. Just use whatever you have. Now I'm going to use, I've got purple glue, but it dries clear. I'm using this color so that you can see where I'm putting the glue on it. And then I'm just going to glue it down. When I made all 3 of these, it just looked a little too cluttery. So I had to go back and do some changes, which what I did is I painted the back of the one, and now I'm just, and if you don't have scissors, you can just tear. So what I'll do is just make it, tear it right there. And then I'm going to put it to the side. And then for the other one, what I did was I folded it and made his tail come forward. So it looks like he's kind of doing a maneuver there, a little, turning around, and then the other one will be at the top. So now I have a nice background. So I'm gonna go ahead and we can glue that down. And just kind of, play around with it so it has a good, good placement where you want them. And now you go ahead and once you've decided what looks the best, you can glue it. I'm still kind of not sure, but I think this is a good arrangement because I'm going to be putting something on the bottom there. I'm going to put some little plants in. So like I said again, I'm putting some glue, gluing it down. And I want this one that I'm putting some glue on, I wanted him to go in another direction. After I made them all going the same direction, I'm like, oh, that's not how sharks go in one direction. Yeah, let's come a different one, and I think it'll look a little better, so I went ahead and fixed that. And then, like I said, I wanted the third one to be kind of like he's turning around, because they do that. They turn around in the ocean and kind of make those turns. All right, so now I've got my 3 sharks on there. Now, I'm going to put on the little plants and coral. So let's go ahead and now I want you to realize that you can just use whatever you have available. And all I took was a little piece of paper towel, and I put some watercolor on it. You can see I'm just cutting around it. And put some glue. Yeah, you don't have to have, all this paper. You can just use what you have around the house. That's what I love about it. So I'm just gluing it down. And then I have another one that I put a little green watercolor on. Some glue on that one. Put a little bit more. Just cut some more. You just kind of eyeball it and see what looks the best. Look what you can do with just some paper towels and some scrap paper, and there you have it, a shark picture. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. We'll see you tomorrow.